Hello, my name is Sibyl Harmony, and this is a video about when my giant crystal broke from energy. So I'm a psychic and a medium. Welcome to my channel. And this is a fun story about energy and respecting energy. First of all, I want to say that I am also going to be doing a members only, and that's going to be coming out probably sometime early next week. And so you can sign up so you can learn more about how to do these ceremonies, healings and readings. Personal and sometimes political questions will be answered on my private membership. So please check it out. I think it'll be on the community page. We'll see how it comes out early, probably next week. So this is June 23rd. Okay, so my story about my crystal. Did a ceremony, and I love doing spiritual ceremonies. They're fun, they're effective, they work. And this was a little story of something that happened to me that broke my giant. I had a crystal that was so big it could hold almost 3 basketballs, at least 2. It was a huge crystal bowl. So it was empty. It was like a singing bowl. And I had it in my backyard, and I invited some clients and some friends over. And I instructed them, we're going to be doing a cleansing and clearing, a letting go ceremony. So I said, if you would like to do this, get a rock or a stick, just find something and put it beside your bed when you sleep at night, and ask that all the negative energy or whatever you want to release go into that rock or that stick. Just something you could hold in your hand. It could be bigger, but so all the ladies showed up, and we sat in a circle in the backyard. And I put the singing bowl in the middle of this. Well, I played the singing bowl, and we did some meditation and some prayers. And everybody went around and said what they were releasing. And when they did that, they put their stone or their stick into the crystal bowl as a container to hold the energy. And when we were all finished, we went inside and had some food and just enjoyed the afternoon. Well, I told everyone I would go and I would release all the sticks and the rocks and give it to the ocean for cleansing and healing, and that I would do that. And so the next morning, one of my friends called me and she said, did you go to the ocean and release? I'm like, no, I'm busy. I'll do it in the next day or two. It's not a rush. And what's the big deal? And she said, I feel like you need to do it right away. And I said, really? So it was a lesson for me to respect the energy. These ceremonies are very powerful when you include prayer and intention. And so I said, okay, well, I guess I can do it today. And you're right, maybe I should do it today. So I went outside in the backyard, and I'm like, oh my God, there was this I live in a fog belt, so there's fog around here, but this was like a colored, like black and gray smoke over the bowl and the whole area in my yard. I was like, oh my God, what is that? It's all the energy. And I looked at the bowl, this huge bowl was cracked. It broke my bowl. I was like, oh my God, this is some serious stuff. Look at that, what that did. If it could do that, I don't want it here. And so I got some rubber gloves and a plastic bag. And now, this was years ago. Now we use, compostable bags. We have those, but I live in California, so we're all about, the environment and all that. So, but energy can't go through plastic as well. And I didn't really want to touch it. If I had to touch it, I would have washed my hands probably with salt water and essential oils to clear the energy. But so I just picked everything up and I put it in a big plastic bag, and I drove immediately out to the ocean. And I walked out to empty the bag and let the ocean cleanse it and take it away. And I said, please take this and heal everyone and thank you. And I emptied the bag into the water, and the wave came up and it spit it back on the beach. I'm like, what? Why won't you take this? It's like it was rejecting it. I'm like, okay, I'll just try it again. And so I picked everything up and went out a little bit deeper and dumped it in the water, and it spit it back up again. I'm like, oh my God, why is this happening? I don't understand why won't you take the energy? And my guides told me, walk way down the beach. And there was like this huge cliff with this rock there. And I was like, okay, I don't know how far out I can get but I mean, the water was coming up around this cliff. And so I walked all the way down there, and I emptied the bag, and woof, it swallowed it up. It just sucked it underground or something. It's like the ground opened up and it went. I was like, oh my God. And so that's my story about the ceremony and respecting the energy. It's very real. I do feng shui. I do healing work. I've been doing this for years. And I love doing ceremony and groups. And so this was about, I think it was about in 2008 or 2009, something like that. I've been doing ceremonies since then. I love working with nature and receiving messages from nature and doing healing work like this. So it's very profound and transformational. And so if people want to learn how to do how to do ceremonies like this, that's one of the things I'll be doing. Also group meditation, setting intention, healing our spirit, opening our chakras, opening our abilities, and also answering some personal questions and doing healings. It'll be really fun. I'm going to have different levels, so I'm not quite sure how Spirit's going to work this out yet, but it'll be really cool. Probably weekly, like a class or a group. And the other thing I like about that is that many people feel isolated even after the restrictions have closed down. A lot of my clients are and students are they don't always really know it, but they're empathic, or they kind of know they're empathic or they're more spiritual, but they're not really accepted by their families, and that can be really lonely. Sometimes we're lucky enough to come into a group or a family that's accepting of our abilities. But a lot of us have karma, I know that I did, with my family, where they were actually my inquisitioners and they could not accept me. So there's always a healer or a sensitive or a psychic or somebody who's more in tune. And that's usually the person who gets blamed or gets abused or isn't recognized or validated in their family. And it can be very lonely. And we are coming into this time more of groups, of healing, of community. And so it's really important that we bring that into our lives, and the Zoom makes it easy. Zoom or YouTube makes it's probably going to be on YouTube. it makes it easy for us to connect with each other. And so I'm really excited about doing these groups. And I'm going to be doing also another I do political videos. And so that's going to be, if you're interested in those, they usually have that in the title. So that's going to be coming out soon, probably this weekend. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And I love telling kind of like a bedtime story. I think I'll do The Tiger's Eyelash, which is a story. It's like a bedtime story or your day off story. I love teaching with stories. It's an ancient way that we passed on knowledge and information. And I think I'll be doing The Tiger's Eyelash soon. That'll be another fun one. Okay. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and please like and subscribe and share my videos. Thanks. Bye.